Hello everyone, I'm Shubham Jain, an equity research intern at Insight Solutions. The modules given today were module 6 and 7, which basically explain the relevance and importance of investment banking. At first, let me explain the meaning of investment banking. Investment banking is, in simple words, is the creation of capital by corporates, governments, or any entity, in order to raise funds from public. Investment banking also includes underwriting of shares, underwriting of debentures, financial consultancy, financial services to the clients, as well as brokerage services to the clients. And in simple words, it is a channel of intermediation between those who want to raise the money, that is the companies, and those who want to invest the money, that is the investors. Now, what do we mean by mergers and acquisitions? Merger is basically the merging of two or more corporates in order to make a single corporate as a byproduct of them merging, like Coca-Cola. And acquisitions is basically an extreme case of merger. And in acquisitions, two or more corporates join, but the bigger corporate acquires it to form a single new entity. Then comes IPO and FPO. IPO is initial public offer and it's the first time when the company issues its shares in the market in order to raise funds from public. A popular method in conducting an IPO is book building, and investment bankers are really helpful in providing IPO services to the company and the investors. Then comes FPO. FPO is the follow-on public offer, through which the existing companies offer additional shares to the existing shareholders as well as new shareholders in the secondary market in order to raise funds from the public. Next is stock market, where usually buyers and sellers meet and carry out financial transactions at an agreed price. Stock prices can be influenced by certain demand and supply factors at play, as well as some news and events about the company or about the economy as a whole. Then comes the index. Index is basically a representative of the whole economy of a country. A rising index is the indicator of optimism among the individuals, while a downturn economy is a clear indicator of lack of optimism or maybe pessimism in the individuals of the country. The main indexes in India are Nifty and Sensex. Nifty being an index of top 50 companies listed at National Stock Exchange, while Sensex being the index of top 30 companies listed at Bombay Stock Exchange. Next is the bifurcation of markets, that is primary and secondary. Primary markets is usually referred to as the market for creation of long-term capital. Primary market is one in which institutional investors as well as huge financial institutions take place, and the companies usually issue their fresh issue in the primary markets first, and then they come into secondary market. Secondary market are the markets where already existing securities are bought and sold by the investor. Then let's move on to clearing and settlement process, which in India is a T+2 day matter. The day on which trade takes place is referred to as T-Day, and the settlement usually takes place in 2 more days coupled with the T-Day, and the transaction gets completed in T+2 days. When a buyer places an order to purchase some securities, the order is placed at T-Day and the securities are credited into his account at the T+2 day. The last one was corporate actions that influence the stock prices or impact the stock prices. Like, for example, stock split usually results in split of stock prices and reduction of stock prices, while a buyback usually indicates the optimism among promoters and helps to grow the equity price. Lastly, I would like to thank Insight Solutions to provide us with such a great opportunity in which they explain about investment banking in detail in a more practical manner and helping the students getting through and helping the students to grow and succeed in their respective corporate career. Thank you.